I don't like strawberries anymore. Hey, you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So we had a preview, and then we had a preview of the preview, and I'm here to give you a preview of the preview of the preview. But before I preview the preview of the preview, I thought I'd start with a preview, previewing the preview of the preview of the preview. And that was the preview there. So it looks like Season 6 is ramping up to be a great season. Firstly, with the introduction of a new seasonal approach in the form of adventures. Adventures will essentially be mini tall tales that will happen once a month during a 3-month period of the season that will change the world in any number of ways. Each adventure will last between 2 to 4 weeks, and depending on the player's actions, it will change the course of the storyline within the next chapter. It's also worth mentioning that the first of these adventures, Shrouded Islands, will be happening in the last month of Season 5, starting February 17th, so you won't have to wait until the end of the season to dive in. These adventures will be time limited, and you will have to get on the game in these time limited occurrences to get any cosmetics that they offer. However, the storyline itself will be available for everyone in the form of in-game cinematics, which will also be showcased on YouTube. So if you don't have time to play, you'll still be able to keep up to date with the storyline. The first of these adventures will see us uncovering clues as to why some of the islands in the game are covered by a mysterious green fog, and will introduce us to a new ally known as Belle, and a new villain by the name of the Soul Flame Captain, which is in no way a reskin of something else we have seen in the game. So, just shut up. Also, there will be the introduction of a new world ambient encounter. Strange forts that have been brought forward from the Sea of the Damned and into the real world will appear in different biomes across the sea. These forts, unlike our regular skull forts that we all love, are more of a chance sighting rather than something the entire world knows about. Think of them as above-the-sea treasuries that will sometimes be occupied by phantoms and have a loot hall inside of them. I'm going to be honest, as much as these forts look amazing and I cannot wait to experience them, I really don't see this offering anything new in terms of gameplay. I mean, they're essentially above the water treasuries. But hey, as they say, the proof is in the pudding. We'll just have to wait and see how these play out in the live world. But this does bring forth quite a few lore-related questions. Why are the forts appearing from the Sea of the Damned? And who is responsible? The Sea of Thieves Christmas livestream pointed towards Flameheart being responsible, using his ghostly knowledge to bring forth memories from the Sea of the Damned and turning them into corporeal structures. Which makes you wonder, what else could he bring forth from the Sea of the Damned? Now then, one of the saddest bits of news about Season 6 is the cancellation of Arena mode in Sea of Thieves. To be honest, I think they should have held off telling people about this until after the preview event, as the only topic of conversation across social media at the moment is about this subject, completely overshadowing all the awesome stuff coming as we look into the future. That said though, it is very sad to see this era of Sea of Thieves come to an end, and Arena will be closing their doors on March 10th. Also, if your character is above level 5 in Sea Dogs as of January 27th at 6 PM BST, you will be gifted all of the default Arena ship skins directly to your account in Season 6. And if you manage to get level 50 in Sea Dogs before January 27th, you will also get the Good Boy Arena ship set to your account. I think that's at least a very thin layer on the icing of what essentially is a garbage cake. But let's be honest, the closure of Arena was inevitable. It's been obvious for a long time now that the developers were not happy with it, so it was bound to happen at some point. But moving on, Athena update? Yes, indeedly do. Athena quests are finally getting an update. We don't know much about them yet, but we do know that they will be dynamic, story-driven quest lines which will differ greatly from any other quest we have experienced in the game. We also see this mask shown in the preview, which was also hinted at in the Sea of Thieves Christmas livestream. This relic is talked about and is suggested that it can merge the worlds being the Sea of the Damned and the Sea of Thieves, which suggests that the new adventures and this new Athena update are episodic of each other. Once we get more news that we can share, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But but for now, it remains somewhat a mystery. Speaking of mysteries, that's a good segue, wasn't it? There will also be a new feature coming to the game. Mysteries will be a new feature that will set up the player and the community to question things that are occurring in the game. With the success of teasers such as the runes that had the community up in arms shortly before the release of Pirate's Life, the developers have noticed how much us nerds like to solve a puzzle. So they are bringing this feature directly to the game for every season. What we do know is the first mystery will be centered around the death of a well-known character. So I'm just going to put down my prediction now. It's either going to be one of the Sea Dog representatives, I mean, it would make sense as they're essentially being cancelled, or Wanda, spelled with an O, from the Shrouded Island cinematic, or her sister, Wanda, spelled with an A. Oh my god, this is going to get confusing. I mean, she did betray Flameheart by joining the Dark Brethren, and Flameheart appears to be fighting back. We'll just have to wait and see though. All in all, I'm really looking forward to this season, as it's lining up to be the best one yet. Oh, before I go, I can actually reveal one very important bit of knowledge that no other YouTuber or community member knows about, and it's a pretty big deal. So in Season 6, we'll finally be able to